is up, everybody? Welcome back to another new installment of Ink and Insights, your weekly comic book highlight show where we talk about our favorites from the previous comic book new releases, Marvel, DC, Image, and the Indies. It was tough going this week. Not gonna lie, it was a little anemic trying to make it stretch and find some really solid books to talk about, especially since I didn't get to the shop this past weekend and get my hands on that giant size criminal, man, which is it is a big regret, but hopefully I'll be able to land a copy soon. But yeah, man, how you been, E? We've had a bunch of snow our way, so it's been crazy on both sides of the weekend. So a lot of craziness. Kids have been out of school, all that good stuff. How things been with you, brother? Out there in the Bay.
Yeah, it's
So much
totally
snow,
the same.
right?
So it's all the snow. It's like it's
Blizzard.
overwhelming,
Yep.
honestly. All of this, beautiful weather that we have here, just it's terrible. It's hard to deal with 60 degrees in wintertime. It's just like it's really trying sometimes, man. I gotta be honest.
Sure. Those seasonal, affectations and all that stuff must really like hit home out there in the Bay when it's just 60 degrees in the dead of winter. Yeah, really trying.
The struggle is real, okay?
Yeah.
Like it's
I can see. That's amazing, though. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, we're not here talking about a Bears win this one. We took a tough L to the Pack, but that's all right. That's all right. We got to talk about the good and the bad, and we're gonna bounce back. And it does hurt to go from the number 1 seed to the number 7 seed, but regardless, we still have a lot to play for, and the season has been a win. We could lose out the season and horrible things could happen, and I could still consider this one a big win and a great step in the right direction. So yeah, we got
Well, aren't you the picture of positivity? I'm over here.
Well, you were the one who pulled me up out of the trenches on Sunday, dude. I was pretty down and out.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better for my team? I didn't make any kind of blood ritual sacrifices. I didn't burn a Packers flag in effigy. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I just let my team down, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. We got our chance to redeem it here in a couple of weeks, but yeah. Who do we have next?
We got the Browns.
The Browns, that's right. And then the Niners are in there somewhere.
Niners, we got the Browns, we got the Pack, then we got the Niners, then we got Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. More importantly, our brother Rooster Blues got to be holding it down because that's who Green Bay plays next. So,
oh yeah,
Bo Nix.
Yeah, take care of business, dude.
Please.
What a season for Denver, man. What a season for Denver.
Crazy, yeah.
Oh yeah. But so great to see everybody. So many great people in the chat already. We had Verno come through and say Merry Christmas.
Whoa.
What up, brother? Check me out over there on Blood Splatter Chatter every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Verno and Link talking horror movies of all shapes and sizes. Yeah, we sometimes have like themes going on, but right now we're just kind of going through some picks, and we got links tomorrow. So come check us out, man. Every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern over there on Blood Splatter Chatter. Verno doing great things with horror movie conversations.
Dare I say the best things with horror conversations?
Absolutely. Especially when it comes to weapons, right?
Dude, really, you gonna do that to me? I'm holding out. I'm holding out for the time when you guys cover the entirety of Welcome to Derry, because rest assured,
man,
I will be there in the chat.
Let's just go ahead and just touch on that real quick. That has been amazing so far, right? Through seven episodes. We got the finale coming up this Sunday. Guys, if you're not watching Welcome to Derry, what are you doing with your life? One of the best shows on television right now. If you're a fan of the It franchise or Stephen King, highly recommend this one.
Yeah, such a beautiful love letter to Stephen King lore, to the It movies, and just to like the mythology of like everything that's been made around Stephen King. Like I was talking to you, and it's like they pulled Frank Darabont, the director of things like The Mist, and he also did he do not
Walking Dead?
He did Walking Dead for sure, but I'm pretty sure he did either Green Mile or Shawshank.
And I think he did do Shawshank.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but like, yeah, it's just like they're pulling on every single level of like Stephen King stuff, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just some truly horrifying moments throughout that throughout that show and every episode. You know, every episode is going to pay off. I just love watching those like the pre-intro song moments when you know you're going to get like just shocked and horrified in the worst way, and then that song comes on. It's just the best transition, man.
Dude, I was doing the dishes the other day and I'm humming to myself, and my wife comes up and she's like, "Are you humming the theme song to Welcome to Derry?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." I kind of am.
You can't hear that song and deny that it doesn't run through your head like, you know, endlessly afterwards. Yeah. I think it's definitely. It's all over social media too. We got Pete in the building. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Oh yeah, I love it. Home Alone, one of my top movies, Christmas movies all time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bob in the building. What up?
What up,
Good to
Bob?
see you, sir. How are you? Omega in the building. What up, man? Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well, brother. Who else we got? We got Rooster in the building, as we said earlier, the Broncos fan, and he said, "Pats are my side chick, so I was rooting against your boy. We can still be friends."
Whoa!
So, wow, a Broncos fan that has Pats as a side chick. You're complex, Rooster, and I love it. I respect it. I love the layers, bro. All right, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit tonight, man. We're gonna get into some news. Let's talk about this conglomerate corporate takeover dealio we got going on, man.
Didn't you hear? Yeah, the Snyderverse is back. No,
it's still not official. Don't start. We're not going to start there. We can get there, but let's not start there. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's nothing's set in stone yet. There's still a lot of moving parts and people vying for control or a piece of this thing, and et cetera, et cetera. And Netflix obviously wants Warner Brothers for the strong IPs they have. You know, that's a area where Netflix is lacking, and I think that's one thing you're really going to need. I think if you're going to be a streamer moving forward, you're going to need to have those to be able to lean on. And, you know, it's common sense why they want to make this deal. Is it a good thing for Hollywood and creatives and blah, 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 on down the line, et cetera, et cetera. I think, and obviously as comic book fans, we think about Warner Brothers with DC and James Gunn just getting settled in there. And is this going to shake all that up and change things around? So, just general first thoughts on like hearing this is moving towards maybe some type of possibility of happening.
Oh boy, I have such mixed feelings because I remember when the Marvel Disney deal was going down, and even the Disney 20th Century Fox deal was going down, and like you get caught up in the excitement of the possibility of what this means for like the characters and what this could mean for the storylines that could happen and all this kind of stuff. And I think I've done a 180 on my feelings towards a lot of this, because at the end of the day, what this really does is puts a lot of these IPs in silos, and it has the propensity to kind of like, I don't know, like stagnate these characters and like, like really kind of like force them into being one thing as opposed to many things. Like I would love to see a world where, I don't know, where we get just weird standalone movies with all these like superhero characters that we know and love, but we're not going to get that. We already don't have that with Marvel. Like they're afraid for experimentation because it's all got to be in this one lived in universe, when we kind of had that with DC. I don't know, man. This just feels bad. It just feels bad for the industry. It feels bad for us as consumers. I feel like we're going to get to the point where everything is going to be the same and it's all going to be under the same umbrella. And
yeah,
and it's not going to be good. It's going to be bland and watered down, and the most distilled version of like every single thing that's supposed to make everyone happy, as opposed to, I don't know, pieces of art. Maybe I'm being too I don't know, dramatic about it.
I don't think so at all. And it definitely makes so like this is one thing I was wondering is the comic book side of it. Do you think that would change with DC and stuff like that? Because like you look at how Disney acquiring Marvel has changed the publishing line. Like it's undoubtedly change the face of like really what Marvel Comics is doing, I think, week to week on the shelves. So do you think, like, if this was to go through, do you think we're going to see residual fallout from like, you know, and because DC has been such a necessary ingredient, I think, you know, right, in the game, and has really revitalized us on so many fronts. So it's just like, I don't know, it makes me wonder, you know, how soon they would want to put their hands on all that stuff.
Well, yeah, I feel like we've seen what's, I don't want to say the worst version, but what maybe a lackluster version of that looks like with Marvel, because Marvel Comics right now, I think it's a fair assessment to say, I've definitely seen it in the comments on my videos, that like there's not a lot of happy campers out there that are Marvel fans, right? Like it's just not a good place to be if you're looking for quality comic books that really excite you. And I think what the best version of it looks like. So again, Marvel being not so great a version. The best version is like, dude, you guys have a think tank and an IP farm to make the most exciting things possible for pennies on the dollar, like the least amount of money possible. And it's Marvel is squandering it. Maybe DC can continue the trend that they're on. Like I mean, as far as the big two goes, they're way far ahead. My favorite publisher of 2025, like leaps and bounds for the big two. And it's not even a race. Like it's crazy how good they are. So if they keep that trend up, if they basically say like, just, you know, we're not going to mess with you, go do your thing, as long as they stay profitable, I think it could be good. And the other positive part about that is because it's so low stakes, as long as you're not losing them astronomical amounts of money, which if they're responsible, they won't. I think they could just leave comics be, you know, just like let them cook, let them do their things, and even like be, you know, don't be scared to take a loss. Take a tiny loss to get some kind of cool story that'll make you dividends later on when you adapt that into a movie. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like Netflix could be an avenue where they would be willing to kind of take that kind of chance. We see it all the time with the crazy stuff that they throw out on there. It's like, you know, it lasts for a season and a half. Like we got really cool things from Netflix, you know, between like Stranger Things and Squid Games and all that kind of stuff. So maybe they will be less risk adverse than other places. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, and I definitely feel like, you know, Warner has properties that have been kind of languishing, that IPs that definitely could have been out there pushing you know, a bit more in the past and, you know, in the present. So I do think there's opportunity there, but man, some of these numbers are mind boggling, especially like this counter offer that Paramount made, and all that to you know, 108 billion all cash offer is just wild. And it's also been, you know, interesting to see, like I saw a bunch of executives, or, you know, senior people in Hollywood wrote to Congress about this anonymously and asked them to nix it, and, you know, stayed anonymous for fear of reprisal. So I don't know. It's I don't know. It definitely makes me worry about you know, the pitfalls that come with just everything kind of falling under one giant umbrella, man. And I feel like now it's just been one monster eating another, and I feel like it's just all kind of one same thing out there in Hollywood these days, and it's just not the same machine that it once was. I just don't know. It's
we're going to run the risk of being fed media slop, right? Because we will have no other option. You're going to get, you know, slop A or slop B, you know, but pick your poison, and that's what you're going to get. And that's why, you know, and I'm talking about this stuff from a comic book appreciator and just like a media appreciator perspective too. There's all kinds of other ramifications, whether they be political or geopolitical, or, you know, just from the movie making industry itself. Like there's all kinds of avenues that you can look at this that says, hey, don't do this. It's bad. You know, it's going to make somebody a lot of money, but like, is that the right choice? Is that the reason that you should be doing this? Maybe for that person, they think so, but I don't know. I'm not a terribly big fan of the idea of it. I don't know. There's a way that it could be cool. It's going to be hard though. It's going to be really hard.
It is. We got a couple more people check in real quick on the chat. We got Brother Joe in the building. What up, Brother Joe? Station, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We got Nick in the building. Happy New Comic Book Day. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Make sure you check out Nick's Best of 2025 video that just dropped here across all the YouTubes here. It's chef's kiss.
You guys are killing it with these Best of 2025 videos, man. Bro Joe said, I always thought the Bears were my side chick.
Interesting. There's always room for you in the blue and orange kingdom, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick can't wait for the Hermione Zatanna 11 crossover.
Oh my god.
There we go. That's a forward-thinking man right there. Bob says, I don't know if Netflix is interested in publishing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they must be.
They were
because
they were at one time with. Yeah, I was just about
dude. Yeah,
I got a couple of Netflix trade paperbacks over there on the shelf, man. Yeah,
the Magic Order, right?
I remember getting that and seeing that on the bus spine. I'm like, man, that's wild. Like, all right, yeah. Mark's been moving that Millarverse around recently.
Yeah, that's okay. I am mad at him.
Neither am I. I love Mark. Nick asked for if we remember the TMNT Stranger Things crossover comic that shouldn't have worked but kind of did. That's the delightful thing about crossovers when they, every now and then they connect and they really sing. It's not. I think it's rare, few and far between. But I don't know.
No kidding.
I love it when it gets goofy and it just works, man. That's the best.
Yeah.
We got Metal Elf Collectibles in the building. What up, Chad? Good to see you, brother.
What up?
Evening. Thank you for coming through. Hope you are doing well. We got Fable in the building. Paramount would be a bad choice. I know that's right.
He's just putting it on Front Street.
I mean I just do not connect with a lot of that programming they got going on. But
y'all ain't Yellowstone fans? Jeez, all right.
I mean, yes and no, but like they just all that I don't know that they've all going all in on what's his name, Taylor Sheridan, the guy who's right Tulsa King, and he wrote he's been like the architect of all that. Like I don't know.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. I forget his name. I think it's Taylor Sheridan, but he's been the writer / showrunner of most of those hit shows that Paramount has had.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. All right, that's enough about that one. Let's move on to our other pieces. Speaking of crossovers,
yeah.
Hey, this one got announced this week. Chock full of a bunch of other stories. Yeah, what did we think about this? So I had no idea this one was coming. Did you?
Yeah, I did know that this was on its way.
Why are they spacing them out so? Like, why? It's just such an awkward presentation schedule to me. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I just have a feeling. I mean, I don't know how it could not be the same thing that we got previously, right? Where we got our Marvel and DC, and that was fine, and we got our DC and Marvel, and that was arguably better, but ultimately still fine. This will be fine, and it's going to be cool seeing people like Sean Gordon Murphy draw Spider-Man 2099. I'm here for that, but like, I don't know. I think I'm just too old for this stuff, man. I think I've gotten to that point. I feel like I'm an old freaking man with comic books nowadays. I think maybe I'm afraid of fun. Maybe that's what it is. 2026 should be the year of fun for me because 2025 has not been. It just hasn't been. It's been a downer. I think that's what the comics that I've needed is like downer comics. So who knows? Maybe this will light my world on fire. But right here and right now, this Eric, no.
Yeah, therapy through crossovers. I'm here for it.
Yeah, maybe.
What are the so sorry guys, just in case you didn't know, we're getting Superman and Spider-Man #1 in March on March 25th of 2026. This one's going to be written by Mark Waid with art by Jorge Jimenez. Clark Kent and Peter Parker chasing the same dangerous mystery, one tied to the villainous machinations of both Brainiac and Dr. Octopus. So I don't know. There's certain aspects of it I love. I'm gonna love seeing the Daily Planet, Daily Bugle kind of working together or beefing together, whatever it may be. But and it'll be cool to see Fraction and Lieber together again doing
I do love
Jimmy
that.
Olsen,
Yeah.
dude. And like you said, Sean Gordon Murphy on Superboy and Spider-Man 2099. I'm here for Priest and Daniel Sampere doing Superboy Prime and Spider-Man during Black Suit era. And then Jeff Lemire and Rafa Sandoval. That's an interesting pairing. Have they worked together before? And I just didn't know it.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, I don't think I've seen Rafa Sandoval on anything prior to his House of Brainiac that he was on with Joshua Williamson on Superman proper. Like, and I know for a fact he must have done things prior to that, but that was my introduction.
Heard, yeah. I don't know. He's definitely new to me until he popped up on Absolute Soups.
Like, here's my ultimate feeling on this, because whatever, I poo-pooed on it a lot, and let me say, the creative teams on this is phenomenal. They are crazy good. Like, if I saw this on any other comic, my hype
Why
level
can't they just do some like one shots for some of these? Like, I just don't. Just giving them like 3 pages, I feel like you're just selling the opportunity short.
Well, and that's, yeah. I mean, well, but even if it's a one shot, it could be a cool story. But like my problem, my issue is that I don't. We have enough inconsequential comics today outside of crossovers. We have enough comics that ultimately don't mean anything. Why not take these creative teams and allow them to do something that will have lasting big effects? Every single one of these writers is capable of doing that. Every single one of these artists is capable of rendering it in this way that will like absolutely blow our freaking minds. But at the end of the day, this is going to be people buddying up and then going their separate ways, and nothing will come from it besides the fact that we spent $8.99 on a Superman Spider-Man book.
If they like integrated the Absolute and Ultimate universes, that would be bananas.
That,
like in the crossover, that would be sick.
Like, yeah, you want to make some money? Oh my god, but that would never happen. Like, ever. We just talked about the Netflix and the and the Warner Brothers of it all. Like, I don't know if a Marvel DC coexistence would be good either. Like, I think there should be a healthy competition between those two. So, I don't know. Ultimately, that's my answer. I don't know. But Soups looks really cool on that cover. I was just talking
Mark
about
Waid and Jorge together is good. It's going to be a great. I feel like that's going to be a solid story, But again, it's not going to have enough room to breathe. It's going to be in and out, and then you're going to have all this other stuff back in there.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just saying, like, Jorge's been on Batman for like, it feels like forever at this point. And like in my last review, I was just like, man, imagine a world where that dude gets to like get outside of Gotham and just like go have fun and do crazy things. And then I get it. Not less than a week later, I get it. And I'm sitting over here going, yeah, but it sucks. Because I'm a terrible person.
Dude, what if they got Jorge and Pepe Larraz to go back and forth on Spider-Man pages or something?
Oh,
that would
sweet
be crazy.
Jesus.
That would be nuts.
I want to see what his Spider-Man looks like outside of what we got on this cover here. I think that would be really cool. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Amen. And Jim Lee, get your ass back on Hush, bro. What are you doing? We're not trying to say anything else except for you. Go finish that shit up.
What? You in a hurry to get your next issue of Hush? Jim, take your time. I don't care. I'm fine.
No, man.
I'm sitting pretty over here.
I think it's like they're just gonna call it at a certain point.
Nah. Not when the Hush money train can keep rolling. 14 variants, 155 blind bags.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Rooster says the Bugle and the Planet will have a rivalry, but in the end, team up to save the newspaper industry.
There we go. The real heroes of the story, journalists.
Nick says you're reading too many books about power hungry demigods and existential time crises. You haven't lost your fun, bro. Everything's
think
so
he's right.
serious with you. Yeah,
I think he hit the nail on the head. Oh,
everything's
man.
too serious with you. Bob says, I think the Batman Deadpool was such a letdown. It's hard to imagine this being fun. See, we're all
Yes. Okay.
the
See,
milk has gone sour on for all of us. Yep.
I'm not sure if this is a support group now or if it's just us enabling each other to be bitchy about comics. And either one I'm cool with. It's fine.
No, this is. I mean, yeah. I just don't. I don't like the format of this. I don't like the creative teams are great, but like it just none of it makes sense as far as like you said, you could tie it together with a bigger event, make it all work together somehow. Bring your big players into it. It just feels like disjointed, and the rollout is all weird, and like just
Like,
having it go be all the way in March is just bizarre as hell to me. Like people are just going to be, and already hearing retailers talk about the Marvel one sold super good, but then DC, everybody's got the DC copies of the DC one still laying around. I wonder
that's
if this
wild.
one is just going to be like just more of the same in that respect. You know what I mean?
Like, yes. Imagine this though. Like we know that comic book universes, whether it's a soft reboot or a hard reboot, like DC does, like we know eventually every single publisher gets to that point where it's like, hey, we got to hit the reset button. And there's a cyclical nature towards each publisher doing it individually. Imagine if they did a crossover where both of them could line up we can have a little bit of synergy and there was an actual crossover that culminated in the resetting of the universes, like whatever, they come together, shit happens, they go their separate ways, but in going their separate ways, it sparks new continuities within each one of their own publishers. Like, why can't we have something like that happen where it is something meaningful, but still allow for those crossovers to happen? Like that way, you don't have to worry about oh, this guy fights this guy, but this guy's got to win because he's got to be in 5 pages and 14 panels of this, like all of
Yeah.
the stupidity of it. Like whatever, go have them face off against their villains who have teamed up and like have it be something big and great. Have it be Secret Wars and Crisis on Infinite Earth smashed together. Like whatever, get Hickman rolling on it, and then he could do his Legion of Superheroes book that he never got to do. So,
Hey, there you go.
maybe. I'm
Two
just saying,
birds,
make
one
it
stone.
meaningful.
Amen, though, for real. Put some real planning behind it. But I feel like that could never happen between the two. Like I said, little bit of a little bit of a stretch this week on the titles, guys. It just wasn't the strongest week for releases, but that happens. That's the game. Regardless, what do you want to start with, man? I haven't
I mean,
read some of these. You haven't read some of these, so I'll let you have first pick.
Stu, kick back, put your feet up, just allow me to tell you the spectacle and the majesty that is Giant Sized Criminal by Ed
Yes, I
Brubaker and
still
Sean
haven't been.
Phillips.
Still haven't been to the shop to get my copy. I'm so jealous.
It's everything you hope it could be and so much more. This is such a fantastic issue. Everything about Criminal, I don't care what issue you get, what trade paperback you get, what hardcover you get, is just such a great journey. And you could jump in just about anywhere. But each story arc really follows an individual character or set of characters, and it takes you through this journey. And it's in reading each one of those individual arcs that you learn about the interconnectivity of the world, right? You learn that there's a lineage of people, there's familial relationships between some of our characters, and they go to the same bar and there's the same setting, but it's very, very down to earth, and it's very earnest, and it's very real and gritty. It's not like the hyper realized version of a crime drama. Very super real. And what we do is we follow Ricky Lawless, if you haven't read Criminal, is a total F up. Total F up. He finds a way to trip over his own feet basically in every circumstance possible. And he definitely does this in a heist, which he's basically trying to pay off his bookie, and his bookie sends him off to do this crime. He's like, all right, well, you go rob this dude, you bring back whatever he has, and we'll call it even. excellent story. There's so much that happens that I don't want to give away because it's a really great experience to have. I would love people who haven't read Criminal to pick this up because it's a
That's
great
awesome.
introduction to the world. If you pick this up, you don't have to have any information on anything about this previously. All you need to know is go get this issue, read it. If you dig it, and I would put money on the fact that you do, you're going to find yourself with a world of stories just waiting for you. At least 3 hardcovers. Can't remember tell which side. At least 3 hardcovers here, a couple soft covers, and then you might trip your way up into the Reckless series too with Brubaker and Phillips as well. And it's on newsprint. Oh, it's
Pulp.
like, yes, it's pulp. Yes, exactly. There's a world of stories from this creative team, but this is so good. This is such a great way, and it's really cool too because they lean into telling a little bit about the story about the TV show that's going to be coming out. They don't give away too many spoilers or anything like that, if any spoilers really, but they're kind of they're building that hype like, hey, by the way, the Criminal TV show is right around the corner. And let me tell you, I'm stoked. I want it in my life so badly.
We
You
got
don't
a
even
great
freaking
cast for
know.
that. We got Charlie Hunnam in that joint. Amelia Clark. Who else?
Those are the two that
what's
comes
his
to
name?
mind.
Luke Evans is playing Tracy Lawless.
Yeah,
dude. I'm so here for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be such a good time, man. So yeah,
that's awesome that it's kind of like a great one for people who haven't read it before to dive into, a lot like Colossal Kaya was. You know what I mean? Like I love that.
Totally.
That standalone special issue idea. Let me ask you this: how was that Kieran Gillen game that they created where you're in the Undertow bar and like you're
dude? I want to
cool.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's only as cool as it could. I mean, it's an instruction manual, right? It's a starter guide to be able to play that game. And let me tell you, if you watched us earlier, you already know that me, Stu, and Nick were reading Die from start to finish to kind of get pumped up for the Die Loaded to come back. And that got me wanting to play an RPG like crazy. Like I was like, let's Dungeons and Dragons this thing. Let's figure out a way to do this. And this makes me feel the same way. I'm like, oh, this could be so much cooler. I love crime fiction so much. Like, yes, put me in an Elmore Leonard novel. Let me live. Let me create my own character. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. It was just like it was like it was perfectly crafted for me and my sensibilities. That's what I took away from it, man. I
awesome.
Loved it.
I can't wait to dig in, dude. Good to hear. Yeah, I really don't think that there is a creative pairing out there that I have as much faith in who are like, I will just blindly buy any title that they're put. It's like if Radiohead drops a new album, I know it's going to be something quality, something intriguing, something consistent. Of course, they are on a much more tighter schedule than Radiohead is, man. They do not play like, that's what I love about them. They're always working. Those guys are, even when he's got TV stuff going on. And I love how Brubaker is conscious of that. He talks about that in interviews. He's conscious of like making sure Sean has a script.
Dude, during COVID, they put out 6 original graphic novels. 6.
That's insanity, dude.
Yeah, like
they're a machine. And Sean's just fast, dude. I think he said it takes him like I forget. I'm not totally flippant, so I'm not going to say. But yeah, his pace is incredible. So
yeah, they say quality over quantity, but like the dude is quality and quantity constantly.
Yeah. I love that, and you see that also reflected in Jacob, dude. Jacob has that work ethic too, where he's always busy either like coloring somebody's book or drawing his own stuff, or
Don't sleep on Jacob Phillips, man. That guy he's killer.
Incredible pairing. All right, I'll stay on the bottom row. I'll go with Spider-Man Noir, dude. I've been digging this. So I did read the original incarnation of this character in this story when it first came out. I remember Juan Ferreira did some killer covers for that run, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, but just always a character I've loved. So Eric Larson writing this, I wanted to check it out and get back into it. I haven't read this latest issue, but through 2 issues, this is I think issue number 3 that just came out. Through 2 issues, I've really enjoyed it so far. you know, I think this is a good series to just jump into. If you're, not familiar with the character, I don't think you need to know that much. It's just a pulpy, gritty, noirish, like you've seen in the animated movies, if you've seen those, version of the character, detective type character. And you can kind of go from there. I think this is an interesting book for Larson to write, to come back to Marvel to write, because I don't think he's been doing too many things over at Marvel lately. But it's been pretty solid, man. I gotta say, the artwork has been really serviceable too. I should have had my my notes up here so I could shout out the creators, but hold on one second, I'll find it. But
Well, while you're looking that up too, I would say, like, yeah, I've heard nothing but positive things about this. Nick, Comic Culture, he's been praising this book here, up, down, left, and right, and Comic Book Troll as well. He's been talking about this book, having a lot of fun with it as well. So they must be doing something right. Like, I mean, a Spider-Man book is hitting, so maybe I should pay him a little bit more attention.
yeah, and it's a cool little twist on the Gwen Stacy and the death of her father type deal, where like he's kind of investigating that, but already knowing parts of the truth, and
Mhm.
yeah, she's enlisted him for help. So artist is Marika Cresta, and Rochelle Rosenberg on coloring.
Okay.
But yeah, and then you got Simone DeMeo doing the covers. But yeah, it's been solid so far. So I'm gonna stick with it through 3 issues. One of those kind of random series at Marvel that I am enjoying. There's another one. What was the other one I wanted to? I read issue 1 and I did kind of dig the Omega. What is it? The Omega Kids or something like that?
Oh God, from the Age of Revelation?
Yeah,
Why? Why would you do that?
you told me to. It was
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, well, no, I did not tell you to. It's like that
You
was
said it
like
was kind of decent.
no, I said it was the best of the worst.
Well, I read it. I didn't think it was that bad.
It wasn't bad.
I
Like it was an
I
enjoyable
stand for.
experience.
I love Quentin Quire.
So do I, but like they do that kid dirty so often, man.
They do.
Oh,
They do,
yeah.
man. Very true. But yeah, Spider. Anyway, good. Good little, like, I would give it like sometimes 4 out of 5 book. Solid.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
absolutely not. All right. How about we'll switch. This is a book that I haven't read but you have. How about talk to me about Night Fight? How was issue number 2? Any redeeming moments?
It was better than issue 1.
Okay.
I think it's just I needed to get over the fact that it was going to be silly, and Batman feels weird when he's silly to me, but this was, and I got over that with issue number 2, and we saw more traversal happen, more interdimensional traversal, I'll say, as he kind of like, he kind of finished his time with the Dick Grayson version of Batman, and he gets pushed over to another universe. And I like that the artistic quality changes as those kind of things happen. It's still Dan Mora, so Dan Mora doesn't change how he draws so much as like the surroundings and everything about it changes. Like the color is definitely different in the other universe. I don't want to give away too much. I guess like the premise is kind of out there though. So it's like each iteration of Robin, he goes to a different dimension where that Robin has become Batman. So he's dealt with Dick Grayson and he's going to go down the line. So the next one is going to be Jason Todd. So when he's in the Red Hood world, it's, kind of like lacking in color. There's a lot of black, white, and red, and it works, right? So we still got Dan Mora's artistic integrity along with a different color palette. The story is like just the same though. It's just totally the same. It's just silliness. It's just that the foundation has been laid for that silliness. They did all the heavy lifting in issue number 1. So now it's just all about like kind of pushing Bruce through this storyline and getting him from one Robin to the next. So in that way, it was a little bit more of an enjoyable experience.
What was the coolest moment in it?
So there's a really cool image in the book where, have you read this, by the way? Did you say you have not read this? Okay.
No, Like
So
I was like, it's the type of series you could see me reading, right? But it's just like issue 1 did not do it for me at all.
yeah, it stars Batman. Of course, I could see you reading it.
But yeah,
um,
issue 1 did not move the needle for me.
so in the Dick Grayson universe, the background story is that basically Bruce Wayne had gone crazy and killed all of the other Robins, and now Dick Grayson is like raising up an army of Robins. He's basically turning the entire city into an army, which is very reminiscent of Dark Knight Returns, by the way. Just
Mhm.
throwing that out there. So when he goes to the Jason Todd universe, essentially the world has all gone to hell due to the Joker, but there's this really great image of this like glass bubble that's over the city of Gotham, and it's red. So like you see it and it looks like the Red Hood's, cylinder kind of mask that he's putting over. So cool imagery that's happening in there. Like that was the standout moment for me. Like it's still silly, but I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool. You got me. Good
Yeah,
job.
can't go wrong with Dan, man. Dan always brings it.
Yeah, exactly.
Superman versus Captain Atom was all right. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't
It was big dumb
earth-shattering to
fun,
me.
right?
And I did, I have no like obviously Captain Atom is kind of lost on me. So I love these Jorge Corona covers though, bro. God,
Oh yeah.
between this one and the Wonder Woman one, like they're so fantastic. I can't wait for that Lobo series. I can't wait. Let's go.
Wait until you read Wonder Woman versus Lobo then, because Jason Howard is the one that's drawing it, and he was the fill-in artist for Jorge on Transformers.
Yeah,
So
did you see Carrie Nord there at the end too?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw Carrie
Yeah,
Nord. I was like, I bet he's gonna be happy.
I
Um,
was.
yeah, yeah, it wasn't that bad. But this one was I think both of like so far with the fight issues, they've been fine. They've been dope. Like if I was more of a student at DC, this one would have landed seeing those Captain Atom incarnations. I think it definitely landed like leaned more into the Captain Atom history than it did Superman. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? Like when
as it
you're talking
should. Like
about like
everyone
all
knows
those,
Superman.
yeah, absolutely. When you're talking about all those different forms and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought this one did a good job of like kind of you know explaining how how to grasp that omega energy and really emulate dark side and how Soups like ultimately proved worthy of that. Seeing Soups with the omega beams was
That was dope. Yeah, that was
pretty
really dope.
fire. Yeah. What would you think about this one? Do you have any favorite moments from it?
I mean, again, it's like no favorite moments. Like the whole book is a fight scene, so like the whole book is a
Yeah.
moment. But like, it's one of those books where if you ever in your life found enjoyment from those Mortal Kombat movies that came out, which are not good, but if you found enjoyment from those, you're gonna find enjoyment from that because this is all it is, man. Like, I mean, even so much to the point where they have 3 rounds, and after a person dies, you get to pick the iteration of the character that you want to come back as, just like the like costume changes that you can make, like you get the alternate costume for you know whatever character you're choosing from, Sub Zero or whatever. Like it's that's all this is. It's Mortal Kombat via the DC universe. Like as long as you understand that, you're gonna have some fun with it. Like it's just big dumb fun. It's big dumb fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think Superman. I'm sorry. Wonder Woman Lobo was more of the same, which dropped this week.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah. Bob asks, "Is anybody reading They Are Terrible?" I saw the cover for that and really thought it was dope. He says he's really enjoying that. You read that one?
I have not read that one. I think that's a Mad Cave book if I'm not mistaken. So I should be reading it. But yeah, I haven't circled back around to that one.
Yeah. I've been trying to read a lot of the Mad Cave stuff these days, trying to keep up with most of the stuff they're putting out.
Yeah, big
He
time
said
same.
Bob also loves that GI Joe Dreadnought War. I know Nick was a huge fan of that. I got to catch back up with the with GI Joe, man. I was there for like the first 3 or 4 issues, and I dropped off, so I got to get back on that train. But yeah,
Yeah.
I know Nick had great things to say about that one. So dope to see that you enjoyed it as well. Omega says Sub-Zero's in the KO event. Yeah, man, he's in here somewhere. We gotta watch out for Sam the bear from beneath the trees too, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. The funny thing is, yeah, that's not even a joke.
Yeah, for real. Wait, the MK movies aren't good? Nah, dude, they're classics in my book. Don't make that. They're incredible. Come on. top to bottom, flawless films.
Oh man. Okay. I mean, when Johnny Cage does the splits and punches dude in the crotch,
I can't wait
cinema.
Can't wait to see Carl Urban, dude. You see the trailer for the new one?
I have, yes.
Yeah. No, they did a great job with that last new one, though.
I did not see that one.
You didn't see that?
No, I'm talking the OG ones, man.
The OG ones are good, but that latest remake they did was fire, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, check that out.
Out of 5, what do you give it?
See, I don't do this because you're gonna. You're gonna give me shit about my fucking ratings.
I would never do such a thing.
I give it a 3.75.
Wow. Okay.
Really good visuals and
that's an incredible score. I'm not even kidding. That's incredible.
Really good visuals. Really good fights. They don't get super deep on like the character development. What's his name gets a nice little intro scene where his you see kind of the flame to his fire. But yeah, man, I don't. It's a tournament to the death and to stop all the undead, the army of the undead marching on the realm of Earth type shit. So you don't really need a more setup than that. But it's got some really good characters, really good scenes. Okay. I enjoyed it. You got to check that out.
Maybe I'll check it out after I'm done watching Pluribus. Maybe.
Okay, it's on probably on HBO Max. I think it's
which might be Netflix. Who knows?
Exactly. Better get it before that monthly fee goes up. That's
no
kidding. Rook Exodus, dude. I love Rook, but they got to chill with these character introductions, bro. It's just OD at this point.
Every single issue.
It's great, and they're all awesome. Don't get me wrong, but we could build this out. We don't need to meet some of these guys for years from now. Honestly, I feel like you could tell such a touching and real and human story with the main ingredients of Rook, Direwolf, Direwolf's dad or whatever who's gone crazy and feral and all that shit. And you could have had something more extended with homeboy he lost, Pumbaa, or and all that stuff in the end that Ursal killed. But man, I just feel like it's just too much, and we're not even getting enough to really be invested in these characters. But at the same time, the art is incredible. It's seeing Fabok create the spider warden was so nuts, and seeing how the spiders have they're just using him as this empty husk was super badass. So there's these great compelling moments in each issue, whether it's action or visuals. But it's just man, I feel like the story is just it's just it's just too many new characters.
Dude, I imagine before writing every single issue, Jeff Johns, he must be like a new parent or something. You remember those speak and say things, right? You pull the it's just what am I gonna do for issue number 4? He's like, the cow says, "Oh, a cow warden, yes."
The dolphin. That is brilliant. That is a dolphin warden.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's called Rook Exodus. It's not called the Wardens, right? We've gotten a lot of history on our main dude, right? So the rest of them, they're all cannon fodder,
Yeah. Okay, so it's not bothering you. It's not getting in the way of the story for you.
Nah, no.
Okay, all right.
I'm here for it. It won me over.
All right. What's been your favorite warden so far?
Outside of Rook, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, because Rook's the dude. What was Tortoise dude's name? I can't remember.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think he wants it that way, doesn't he? Damn.
Yeah, it's escaping me right
I don't
now.
know.
But
Chat, what was the tortoise warden's name? Help us out.
yeah, but so yeah, Tortoise dude, you're real easy, real chill. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't got nothing. He'll fight the fight, but like you bring it to him because he's not coming to you. So that's my dude.
Yeah. Look at Nick says the cow says 3 jokers is a lame idea. Now we're just taking shots all over the place. All right,
It's an
and then
intelligent cow.
indeed, I love that toy too, Pete. Yeah, my kids had some version of it as well.
Oh yeah. Did you did the DJ thing too, right? The
course.
cow.
Of course. I remember I got a video somewhere. I think it's on my Facebook of like we had one and they had the yak and it was like the yak says and it was like the funniest sound and like every time I heard it, it just used to make me fall over. Just like an animal that had just given up on life and just it's just so funny.
Kill me.
Yeah, exactly. Carapace, thank you, Pete.
There we go.
Appreciate you, bro. Oh yeah. All right. Last but not least, I did not read The Return of Briar, dude. I did not know it was coming back. What did you think about Cantwell's return with this? Oh no,
loving it. No.
Oh, okay, good
Loving
things. Good thing.
I'm shaking my head because like it took so long, and I was like so scared that we were not going to get a proper ending to this story because not a lot of people talk about this one, man. And for those who don't know, Briar is kind of like a retelling of the Sleeping Beauty fable, the story. But it's what happens if Prince Charming didn't kiss Sleeping Beauty and awaken her, and she's awoken at a later time under different circumstances. And it's really, really fun. It plays on all of the different ideas and tropes that you get from those fairy tale kind of stories, but in really interesting ways. There's a lot of character dynamics that Christopher Cantwell plays with that just make it just a really fun but really engaging story. That is like, I don't know, there's a lot of heart behind it, and this one, it's kind of cool because this is the finale, right? It's the last arc of the story, and it picks up at a time where our characters have kind of found peace and they've kind of like stopped having to struggle so much with all of the different adversaries that they've come across, except like we know that like it's right on the horizon, right? Like, but they've found that peace and they have this new, I don't know, they have this new place that they can call home, and it's all going to get burned down. Everything is going to come crashing down here so soon. But it's nice to see that they found happiness in a single, in that single moment here. So it's a good book, man. Great artwork, by the way, too, by Alex Linz. If you're reading Ultimate Wolverine, he did a couple fill-in issues for that one. Yeah, great stuff, man. It's just a really cool fairy tale style story.
Oh yeah. We got Bobo in the house. Brother Joe definitely does not want to make sure we missed it. What up, bro?
Bobby's here.
Yeah,
Bobby.
I missed Ronan as well. Love from Chicago. All things considered, I think Chrome was here last week. Hell yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Thanks for coming through, Ronan and Bobo. Good to see y'all both. Hope y'all fellas are doing well on this beautiful Wednesday, new comic book day. Hope everybody's safe and warm out there in TV land. All right, E. Let's move along, bro, and get into tonight's books. Book number 1. This freaky ass tale.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy number 39 just came off an annual. This book continues to be one of my favorites from DC, just super consistent. 39 issues, man. Shout outs to DC for really letting G. Willow Wilson cook over here, as well as Marcio Takara, I believe.
Takara. Yep.
Yeah, on artwork. Just doing a killer job. This one sees Ivy bring Janet back to health in a most unusual way, basically kind of by getting cannibalistic and feeding her bits of Bog Venus, it would appear. And then, yeah, they end up getting freaky on the dinner table together. And then at the end of the issue, Harley busts in and finds Poison Ivy laid up with Janet from HR. Is basically what happens throughout this issue. But man, it was just it was such a fun, trippy ride. I love like the psychedelia of it all, like throughout the middle of the issue when they're having the meal together and everything kind of feels like a fever dream. And then like at the end, with Harley kind of showing up and busting up the party. But yeah, dude, how you Good to see that you're still on the series, brother. How you been enjoying it?
Yeah, Poison Ivy is an absolute blast, man. I'm so glad that you got me hooked on this comic because it's so different than any other comic book experience that you get. Definitely from the big two, but maybe arguably like any comic right now. This is so character focused and so character driven that the plot and the story are all secondary. Like things happen, don't get me wrong, but it's a journey book, man. Like I just want to be here in the moment. Like it's the thing where like it's the one singular book where I feel like I want to be just present and not worried about what comes next and not trying to look for like, oh, they're gonna get to this point and that's gonna be the trope they follow and blah 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 blah. Like I just want to chill with these characters doing whatever crazy thing that they do and watch Pamela make whatever bad decision she will ultimately absolutely make because she's a mess, dude. Maybe that's why I like this book, dude. She's a redhead. She's an absolute mess who makes terrible decisions. That sounds a lot like Daredevil. All take away her sight, and we got DC Daredevil right here.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
very true. Yeah. What did you think about her chopping up Bog Venus and feeding it to Janet as kind of like a last ditch like plan of recovery, and then it ended up being an aphrodisiac at the end.
I'll take a bold stance here, and I'll say it, and I'll stand by it. I think that Bog Venus deserved it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he had it coming, and I'm glad he turned into a meal. Not that bold. He was a jerk.
He was. It was wild. Like for him to be like of the green, he sure was an ornery prick. That's for sure.
Yeah,
like
and
Swamp Thing is
really,
Swamp Thing is much more empathetic. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe there's like an emotional spectrum within the green that we don't know about. Because Swamp Thing is totally chill, man. He just wants to chill. That's all.
Yeah,
that's
he would never be in this position. But
yeah, and that's why he's not getting eaten out here.
Yeah, that was wild. I love that last issue when Janet, jumped on her and ended up being the one who committed the first assault on Bog Venus. Yep. But yeah, at the end,
I mean,
bust up the party.
Yeah, Harley can't be mad though. Like, I mean,
no.
Come on.
There's a little bit of it. She's a little ticked off. But she needs Ivy because she's there to bring Ivy back to Gotham, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Or there's not going to be a Gotham to go back to type deal. So, yeah, dude, it's nothing. We're eating psychedelic dinners and getting it on top of the dinner table, and then getting busted by Harley. That's all that's going on.
Nick's out here acting like he hasn't eaten a forest god before, and
that's what's going on in Poison Ivy.
Whatever, dude.
Love this book. Love it.
Yeah. It's crazy good. It's indescribable, man. Like people just got to read this book and like just experience it because it's so hard to like really pinpoint what is so cool about it. And it's really just the characters, man. It's just like it really is such a fun
the character
time.
Work has been some of the best, I think, of 2025. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Between like Croc and Janet and Ivy, like the way she really nails that voice for Ivy. Like you said, all her impetuousness and impulsive decision making, like nails it.
But they're all a mess in their own ways too, man. And that's like the beauty of the book is just like, let's just smash these messy people together and see what happens. Like you have to imagine Willow Wilson's just having so much fun doing that too. Like, oh, what if we pair these together? That's going to be a nightmare. And yes, we're going to make that happen.
Nick doesn't like Harley's recent outfit. That's funny. I remember him sending you on errands at Heroes Con to go get those Frozen covers with her.
Yeah, real interesting take there.
Yeah. Didn't have a problem then, did he?
Hmm.
But yeah, that's awful. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's okay. He could be a hypocrite. That's fine.
Yeah, show us that Harley redesign that you've been working at, bro. Let's see that. I want to see that new costume you got cooking. I know you got something in the bullpen. All right, moving on. Batman number 4. Jorge Jimenez on art, Matt Fraction writing. Issue number 4 of Matt's new run. We get little Suave Bruce here moving in on the dock at Wayne Tech, or what is the official name of his company in this one? Is it?
Oh shoot, yeah, because it changed. It used to be Wayne Tech. I'm still calling it Wayne Tech in my head, but
Sure, yeah, that's
yeah,
what it
it's
is.
Wayne Tech.
Let's just go with that. Yeah, and she kind of is like being flippant and a little bit dismissive, not knowing like that the boss is behind her the whole time, and then he turns off the real smooth move here. He turns off the elevator and then like catches her in his arms as she falls off of it. Such a getting his Rico Suave on. Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, Tony Stark is not the only billionaire
I
playboy.
love that about Fraction's Run though. Like you really feel the human side about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne, like he really does. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And then this great shot. I love this. Like when Batman picks up Anarchy. Just beautiful, beautiful artwork from him. That's here, man.
Yeah. Like that goes to show, like, I mean, because this was a very Batman light issue. We don't get a lot of
right. So true.
Yeah, but this scene where dude throws himself out a freaking window to try to escape giving Batman any kind of information, so extraordinarily telling about what we will eventually learn, because we still don't learn a lot about this new villainous character here, where we get like the first little inklings of what they're doing and what it means, and I don't know, all the things that are going to be coming down the pipeline here. But yeah, this was extraordinarily telling, dude. Dude was just like, all right, you know what? Sure, Batman, come find me outside this window on a
Anarchy too. I love that it's Anarchy. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. If any of my '90s Batman fans out there will know Anarchy. Yeah, but I just love how he has him tied up, right? And like he wakes up and he's like sitting across from him. You know, I don't know. I love that little interaction, that conversation back and forth with him trying to get to the bottom of like why he was willing to run and jump out a window and sacrifice himself rather than he was completely desperate, and it's because of this man who's got his freaky ass 7-fingered grip on all the underworld families of Gotham here, as he demonstrates with force here at the end of the issue. What did you think about the official introduction to the Minotaur here at the end?
I mean, how much of a freaking narcissist do you need to be to have 7 fingers on your hand and be like, you know what? I'm not unique enough. I'm going to get a polygon Minotaur helmets because that's what's going to make me. Like, I kind of love him though. Okay, you've seen the movie The Warriors, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank you for saying of course, by the way. That's the right answer to that question. Did you get Warriors vibes from this? Like, not necessarily like not 100%, but he's kind of drawing the crime families together. You know, he was the one that's saying, you know, we can run this city. All right, there's 500 cops out there. There's 5,000 of us strong. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Like, I want this character to be really cool. Like, he totally had my buy-in at this point. I'm like, you know, he's kind of right.
To me, it felt like more like Al Capone at the table in The Untouchables. And with De Niro when they had the baseball bat, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It felt like more like that. Like it felt like a show of force at the end of the day, rather than like a united call to action.
Okay, I could see that too.
Because it's just like,
all right,
yeah, it felt more like more shocking to me, I guess, at the end of the day. But it was still I like this though. Like I like him. That hand is just. It is so much though.
Dude. What if we just found out that Jorge's out here using the AI and Matt Fraction's like, don't worry, I got you, bro. No.
Yeah,
he's got.
We're gonna write it in. Yeah.
By the way,
like, I know that fists don't close that cleanly. Like some of them shits be bunched up one on top of the other. It'd be like some funky ass toes with all them fingers, dude.
That's why he's the bank for the criminals, because if he tries to throw a punch, 3 of those things are getting broken immediately.
Thanks. Hanging off like useless limbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid introduction here at the end. You know,
I'm here for it, man. I'm
Yeah,
having a really, really good time with Matt Fraction's run.
striking
It
fear
is,
into the heart.
yeah, it's different than I thought that we would get. Like, I don't know. I guess I really didn't know what to expect. Like, I really, really like Matt Fraction as a writer. So when he was announced to take over Batman, I was stoked, but it's like it really made me think, like, what version of the Bat are we gonna get? And it's not what I expected, but I also don't know what I expected, man. But I'm here for it. I'm enjoying the ride so far. I think that they're striking a really good balance, and this issue
Yes.
particularly had really, really good pacing for how they were laying everything out. Because again, it's not a big action-packed story, and we don't get even a lot of plot development, but we get those a couple big moments, and they were really cool.
Oh yeah, balance. I think is a great way to put it. All right, yeah, that'll do it for Batman #4. Check that one out. And then our last book of the night, we had to talk about the finale of Wild Animals, man. Our boy Travis finally gets down to the truth of the matter about who he is and who his father is and what the
Does he
truth of
though?
like really happened. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I mean, he does. It's a struggle though. It's a
Yeah,
real struggle.
it is. It is. He starts off getting rid of the evidence, kind of burning down the scene of the crime in the old factory. He leaves there and he goes to find the last guy on his list, the last policeman, and then he finds out that this guy is really his father. That he had a relationship with his mom, and that the baby was when she got pregnant, the baby was his, and that the dad hurt him, threw the oil on him, trying to hurt him to cause pain to the both of them in the end. And this kind of revelation is shocking to our boy at first, right? He doesn't want to accept it. He returns the table and points the gun at him, but uh, like the old man's honesty and sincerity eventually wins him over. And I don't know. I thought this was super touching. Travis is in tears or on the verge of tears the entire issue. He's a complete mess at this point in time. He doesn't know up from down. His whole life has been upended, and everything he thought he knew to be a truth, he has found is not the truth at all. So, but he is able to hear and in this brief moment before the cops arrive to have this hug with his father, and his father gives him a chance to get away and at least start a new life, or at least try to start a new life.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, but regardless, yeah. What did you think about the end, man? And the
Well,
series as a whole.
yeah, I would just say, like, shout out to Ed Brisson first and foremost, because like I really so we were talking about Criminal previously, and like, man, dude, he's quietly done a lot of really good crime stories over
Yes.
the years. And dude,
Sins of Salton Sea.
Sins of Salton Sea, gosh, he did there's like a handful more of them, and of course they're like just escaping me right now.
Right.
He did that other story too, where there was that town in Canada where like these black holes were basically
Oh
appearing and swallowing
shit.
up the cities, and
Yeah,
you know what
and
I'm
they would
talking
just
about?
disappear altogether. Yeah, I know
Yes,
exactly.
exactly. Yeah, Brisson has like I really enjoy his indie work. Yeah, and
Same.
I wish that he would find an avenue where he could just consistently put those out, man, because I'm loving them. This has been a really fun story. I thought the twist really took me by surprise, being that this guy that's on his mission of revenge, to kind of like bring his father's killers to justice. We had inklings throughout the storyline, but then when we really get delivered the fact that that's not the way it was. Your dad was, he was the one that was basically, pinching pennies from, this person and that person and not turning in evidence. And he basically pissed off every single person under the sun here. And was the one that caused him to be scarred for life, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a wild issue. But then this issue, or I'm sorry, a wild series. But this issue gives you another twist, being that the dude that's been trying to help him, right, the good Samaritan that we get, I think from issue number 1, if not issue number 1, like issue number 2, turns out to be one of the people that he's tracking down and one of the people that he had planned to kill, but then flips it again, and it's like not only that, but like this dude is actually dude's father, and that's the reason why he's been trying to, you know, kind of work with him because he knew this kid from the get-go, even though it was under the guise of like, hey man, you look like you're having a hard time. Come sit with me at this diner. Let me buy you a short stack and a coffee here real quick, man. Like it was a really cool journey, really great artwork on this. I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it. I do think that the ending is a
Same.
little bit like a little too wholesome. Like if you're
Yeah,
trying
I
to
can see that. I can totally agree. I can definitely see your point there.
Yeah, like I mean, if you're trying to tell me that this dude's gonna get away scot-free, like nobody saw, I don't know, this dude that like it could play like a dime store like Two-Face and like no one's gonna recognize him. I
Yeah.
don't think that's gonna work out for him well unless he's got a hookup where he can like become a woodworker in Alaska or something. But yeah, but overwhelmingly, I had a really good time with this, and I really loved Andy Kuhn's artwork on it as well. I think it was totally appropriate and like really, really, really hit hard, man. It had a little bit of a Eduardo Risso kind of feel to it.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with everything you said about Ed though. I think he deserves all the flowers for those like noir hard hitting crime dramas that he's been writing here recently. I think that he's had some really great like undersung gems. I feel like people just don't talk about his books in general enough. So shout out
yeah,
Ed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good dude.
great series. Yeah, great series.
What did you think of the twist, though? Did you enjoy it? Did you think that
I
Did you think it was effective?
It was effective. It worked for me. I do agree with there is a little bit of much. There is a little bit too much of it all kind of fitting into a perfect little box and being wrapped up nice and tight. You know what I mean? There is a little bit of that for sure. But the emotion, like I thought, to for all like the wild ass action and killings and crazy ass moments we've had to end this like last to end the series this last issue like on a conversation and an emotional like hang it all on this emotional back and forth. I think was a kind of like a daring move in it, but he pulled it off for me. It really worked. I thought um, just Travis's exhaustion and still trying to fight the truth there in the end, but then like finally succumbing to it and admitting it to himself. I thought it was powerful for me. That worked. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah, man. All right, let's get to Comics of Futures Past before we get our covers of the week, bro. Talk to me. Got a
All right.
Hellboy banger here?
Yeah, dude, there's no such thing as a Hellboy that's not a banger, but Comics of Futures Past, released on December 3rd, 2008, Hellboy, The Wild Hunt #1. This is the middle chapter, if you will, of Duncan Fegredo's time on drawing our Hellboy character, still written by Mike Mignola, but they kind of have like this trilogy of stories basically. So this is the kickoff of the second storyline, which gets to play with a lot of cool things. Not to give too much away, but Hellboy is he's attending a fairy king's funeral, and he kind of gets called in with this group of people who are going out on a hunt, a wild hunt, if you will. And one of them basically turns on Hellboy himself, stabs him, does our boy dirty, and Hellboy is none the wiser. He doesn't see it coming, but the series does a lot of cool things, playing with Arthurian legend, in fact, which is a really great tie-in for all the things that Hellboy goes through. I love that portion of the character. I have to say this though, of all of the artists, like Mike Mignola like has defined the look of Hellboy in such a great way that it's so difficult to imagine any other person doing it. But if I had to imagine a person, it would totally be Duncan Fegredo. Like, he has such a great look for the character, and no one will ever be able to match Mike. But man, Duncan gets so close, man. And I really, really, really appreciate his artistic approach with the character, still keeping it very true to what Mike has established, but bringing his own flair to the book as well. And kind of tailoring his style as well, but also evolving too as his artist. Like, I feel like this was like almost like a coming out party for Duncan in a big bad way, from being a cover artist and a person who hadn't been in the limelight for a little bit here, because this came out again in 2008. He was a really like well-known artist that was doing interiors all the way back into like the late 80s, early 90s. And I feel like there was like a little lull there. So I really like that he got drawn back into the limelight for Hellboy. So Comics of Futures Past for this week, December 3rd. Hellboy, The Wild Hunt, numero uno. Go check it out.
Hell yeah, dude. I gotta get hip to this one. I haven't read this one.
How far into the Hellboy mythology have you gotten in your journey?
A good bit. A good bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't read this one. I do love how Catholic Mignola is when it comes to making decisions about artists he lets into his stable as it is. You know what I mean? Like he's very rigorous with that. I love that.
I feel like he has a yes, yeah. He I mean he cares deeply about this. I don't want to say IP, that sounds dirty, but like he cares about the character, right? And the lineage and everything involved with it. Yeah, he's not just gonna let anyone mess with his toys.
No, I love his eye for talent though.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Covers of the week. Talk to me.
Ooh, we talked about Breyer earlier for our worth mentioning. Felipe Andrade, one of my absolute favorite artists right now. I'm still bummed that he did not was not able to attend Heroes after his announcement. But I will definitely take a variant cover from him doing Breyer. So keep it coming, Felipe.
Same.
Yep. We talked about Criminal. Marcos Martin. That's a banger, dude. That
is.
There's something about a cover that tells a story, and this tells. I mean, this tells so many different stories, man. It's absolutely insane. I'm a huge fan of Marcos Martin. I was talking about it with the Friday hardcover that came out from Ed Brubaker. Which don't sleep on that, by the way. If you haven't read the Friday stories, go check them out. Beautiful artwork by Marcos Martin. Beautiful cover by Marcos Martin.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I feel like I stole this from you. I feel like this would have been one of your picks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I apologize. Sanford Green tackling maybe the ultimate Omega King here with Darkseid standing on a whole pile of skulls down there, man. Sanford's just killing it, man. When are we gonna get another Sanford Green book with interiors? Bitter Roots wrapped up. We got our Doom book.
I need another Doom. I think he's got something else coming.
We need another Doom.
He's got another Doom book coming, I think.
Are you serious?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think he had something like that.
Oh, if you're wrong, man, I don't want it. I want you to be right. Like, bring it. I want another Doom book. I'll take that all day. You kidding me?
Dude.
Yes.
That was so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, great dude again, by the way. We met him a couple times at Heroes, so.
Absolutely. All right. Oh, is that it for yours?
I thought I had a Panosian in there, but it's okay.
Oh damn, I deleted that. I thought that was from last week. The Daredevil Punisher one?
Yes.
Wasn't that from last week?
Was it? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly. The Daredevil Punisher book was from last week.
Okay, great. Whatever.
Listen, we highlighted it last week.
It's too late now. Whatever.
All right, my bad. Rook for me, Derek Kurt Kim, the guy who did Last Mermaid. Last Mermaid is an incredible book. If you ever read that one, I highly.
Whoa, that's the same dude.
That. Yeah, I just love this cover. Yeah, gorgeous cover with all the crows. This is Jonathan Marks Baravecchia doing the Save Now. I want to know what the story is here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay. So is this one of your covers?
Yeah.
Okay. I added the same one. Okay.
You did?
Great. Yeah. Great minds.
That's awesome.
No, it's okay. I'm down on what you're doing. Yeah. I must have missed that one. Oh, okay. All right. Where did your slides go? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I really did. I really missed that one. What did you like about this one?
Well, okay. I don't want to steal your thunder, but like, do you remember being part of this?
No.
Dude, we were at Jonathan Marks' booth the same time that Dinesh was there talking with him and Mahdi, talking about the covers that they were going to be putting out for the Bad Idea books when we were at Heroes.
Oh shit! So Mahdi's got a Bad Idea cover coming?
I mean, I don't know. They were having conversations about it, so I don't know if anything came about, but Jonathan Marks very clearly did.
Damn.
When I saw this, it took me right back to that moment. I'm like, we were standing.
No, that's awesome.
Right
I didn't even put that together. That's super cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. It does feel unfinished though to me.
I
don't
love
know
that
what's
about it though.
yeah, same. I don't know what's going on in the story, if that has something to like, if it's complementing the story or whatever in some way, but yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, no, I don't know that either. I'm not reading bad idea books right now. Maybe I'll come back around though.
I wish my shop had them, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Nogi-san doing this one for Spider-Man Noir. Just love the reflective pools here.
That's
Brilliant.
killer.
Yeah. This one's had some great variant covers through and through so far, so definitely check that out. Mark Brooks with this Hulk smash. I love this joint, dude. Looks fantastic. Mark, just one of the best cover artists in the game these days.
Oh yeah.
And then I love these reprints that DC has been doing, but I love that Nick is doing his absolute Batman, but he's doing it for like the Batman, Matt Fraction's Batman. I thought this was dope. So
yeah,
little reprint. I don't know what reprint this is of Batman #1, but Nick Dragotta. Nice clean line work there. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's got his thick boy Batman and his thin boy Batman now.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I'm sorry about I dropped your promotion time, bro. My bad.
Oh, dude, Pinotion's gonna be okay. He gets the limelight a lot around here, so he's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Before we get to next week's comics, I want to do a quick new segment. I think we're gonna call this Backlog Bangers. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I went, guys. I was listening to Matthew Rosenberg's interview on Off Panel, and he was talking about his Punisher run. And I thought I heard this name associated with the artwork on the Punisher run, and I checked it out. Simon Kudransky, the homie who is doing No Man's Land and killing it right now. Something epic. All those incredible titles he's put out already through his creator-owned stuff through Image. But it's on every issue of this Matthew Rosenberg run, and his artwork is incredible, y'all. Like absolutely mind-boggling. And I definitely wanted to shout him out. And this run out, I've been loving it. I'm like 4 or 5 issues in, but this Matthew Rosenberg run, I think it's from 2018. It's like 15, 16 issues. It's been incredible so far. But yeah, I just signature Kudransky throughout.
Man, it looks amazing, man.
Its color work is incredible.
Ooh, some jigsaw right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you know what? You know what it reminds me of? It has a look similar to Montos on Green Arrow. I would not be surprised to hear that Montos would have been inspired by Kudransky.
Man, that's facts. But I just wanted to shout this one out and recommend it, man. It's been fantastic so far for me. So Matthew Rosenberg's run on Punisher from 2018, man. This one's been fire. Check it out.
I heard that his run was influential on John Bernthal on his portrayal as Frank Castle too. I heard he really
yeah, bro's a fucking menace in this. Like he's going head to head with Luke Cage and Iron Fist and coming out on top. Like he's blowing shit up. Like he's taking no prisoners. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I deleted the next week's comics slide, guys, but let's talk about real quick. What are you excited to read that dropped today, bro? Obviously, Absolute Batman. The introduction of Absolute Joker came out. That's going to be tops of the top, I think, for most everybody's like anticipated list, but except for you because you're a hater and didn't put it on your best of 2025 list. But besides that, what are you looking forward to?
Maybe if the earlier issues in the run hit the highs of the Abomination arc.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I since I was such a curmudgeon earlier, I will lean back. I'll go in the Wayback Machine and I'll go back to 12-year-old Eric and his enjoyment of comics. And what kind of comic was 12-year-old Eric reading? Garth Ennis and Mark Silvestri's The Darkness. And what's coming back today? The Darkness by Mark Silvestri. Written by Mark Silvestri this time with artwork by Ed Benez. I don't know how to pronounce it necessarily. Big dumb fun, and I'm here for it. I want it to reignite that excitement that 12-year-old Eric had. We're gonna see. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited for it. another one, Miss Truesdale and the Rise of Man. If for anything, the Jesse Lonergan artwork on it, because if you already know, you already know. Huge Jesse Lonergan fans right here with us and Nick. So I'm really stoked for that. Plus, you guys did it to me. You guys are the problem. You're the problem right here. So I got myself a blind bag.
Wow.
For the new
what is
creative
this
team.
for? Oh, the new creative team.
This is the new creative team taking over TMNT. So I know which cover I'm hoping for, but I figured maybe we could pop this puppy open right here on stream, and we'll see if I'm happy with the results. Does that sound good to you?
Let's do it, dude. Pop that thing open, man. All
right, let's see. So we're gonna find out.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. Let's get a Kevin Eastman sketch or something, I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ, could you imagine? The stream would immediately stop and I would be on eBay. Who wants this bad boy? I still feel dirty opening these, by the way. I'm better with it now, but like I still feel terrible.
Pete says, rip that shit. Guys, aren't we so proud of Eric? Can we just give him a this is progress, guys.
I've come a long way.
This is all of us together. This is why we do the show, man. Community.
All right.
Enabling our each other's bad habits. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So I can only see the back cover. I don't even know what it is yet. I can see the back, but you guys are gonna see it before me. Which one did I get? Oh, I got the D-dubs. Yes.
Oh, dude.
That's the one I wanted. Yes.
That's sick. Let's go.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
I'm a happy man.
Bro.
Oh, okay.
I love the colors on that joint. Hell
Dude,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, killer.
Hold on. Throw it back up one more time. Nice.
Go on. You got Mikey on the skateboard too with the Kawabunga? Okay. I'm a happy dude. Yeah, Bob's in the chat here. You got the same one here. There we go.
Hell yeah, Bob.
I was kind of curious. I didn't know I don't know the levels of rarity, and like I don't even know which ones were available, but I knew that D-Dubs had one, so that's the one I was crossing those fingers for. So here we go.
D-Dubs
Look at this. Look at this terrible, awful disgrace that I just made happen.
Get it out of here.
Get out.
Plug us in the building. What up, bro? Hell yeah.
What a plug.
So good. Oh yeah.
So
good stuff, dude.
Now I'm even more excited for it because I got the cover I wanted. So yes. Excited.
Yeah, high hopes for that. I didn't realize that was dropping this week. So hopefully that'll be a winner, man. You know, I hope that franchise continually keeps going on the upward, up and up. I guess that's where it's kind of going. It's been up and then horizontal and sideways and back down again, and
I can unequivocally say that the comic book industry is better when the turtles are better. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you got D-Dubs on the blind bag poll. But yeah, thank all of you guys for coming through tonight and being a part of the show in the chat.
Well, are we not going to hear what comics you're looking forward to? It's not all about me. All right, Ink and Insights is more than me, Stu. So please tell the people what you are looking forward to. Of
course. Absolute Batman, of course, number 15.
Overrated. Go on.
Ridiculous. Assorted Crisis Events, Infernal Hulk number 2. I can't wait to see Nick Klein in that book again.
Crap, I left that at the shop. Damn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going back. Buddy. I'm going back.
Yeah, gotta go back. Get that joint. Let's see what else. Dang. So I don't know. Definitely Miss Truesdale. I'm right there with you on that one.
Oh, there's
Santos Sisters number 10. Definitely going to be. I love Santos Sisters. Yeah. Definitely going to be picking that one up.
Are you picking up this?
What's that?
Our Soot-Stained Heart. It's another Batcave book. You know, you ever get hyped for something for no particular? Well, I shouldn't say for no reason, but like just get like super hyped over a book and like you want it to be so good, but you don't have a reason why. Stipian Moran, the artist of 20th Century Men, is the artist
Yeah.
of this, and the cover is just so striking. And I don't know what it is about it. Like it's not complex or like anything crazy, but like I don't know. I remember I saw this when it was
Dude,
listed. And I was just like,
if
oh,
Morian's on it, I want to definitely check it out.
dude, I immediately was just like, I want this book to be amazing. I want this book to be like to blow my mind, and I have no idea what it's about.
Oh yeah, well I hope
So.
so. Oh yeah, Geiger is definitely on the pull list. What else? I want to read. I read Wonder Woman versus Lobos. All right, definitely Turtles. I'm right there with you. High hopes for that one. I got to catch up on Transformers. Oh, and Ultimate Wolverine was badass, y'all. Awesome issue, Ultimate Wolverine.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Awesome issue. Yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man number 23. I definitely gonna catch up on as well.
Yeah, we're almost done. Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate everything is like almost done.
Yeah. Mixed feelings about that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Damien in the building. Station,
Hey.
sir. Good to see you. Oh yeah. Hope you're doing well. All right, bud. Tell them where they can find us.
You can catch us every single week right here on Ink and Insights on Dr. Doom's fan club. But more importantly, check us out on patreon.com/Ink and Insights, where you can check out previews of all the content that we're dropping, our quarterly newsletter, all kinds of fun stuff. Once Notes from the Editors comes back proper, definitely make sure, because you guys will get the first sneak peek at what the topic for that video is going to be. And in January, when we do come back, it's going to be the Inky Awards. So make sure that you keep an eye open on Patreon, because you guys will know the categories of all of these awards before anyone else here besides me and Stu. So keep your eyes open on that. Check out
the Inkies.
Dude, I'm so stoked. You have no idea how, well, maybe you know how excited I am, but yeah, it's going to be a blast here. But my boy Stu here, check him out at Dr. Doom's fan club across all the socials here. Myself at 9 Panel Grid. I'll cop what you say, NINE Panel Grid on the Insta. And check out Comic Culture and Nick_comic_culture on IG for Nick. Checking out all his stuff, including, like I said, the best of 2025 video that dropped today.
Yeah, check out Ease as well. Both incredible. They got all the best books of 2025 covered between them. So check out both of those gentlemen's incredible work. I just dropped a dope video on Alan Moore and his Clayface story. So check that out on my page. It'll be on there. If you head to my page, it'll be the first thing you see. So check that out and give it a watch if you're a fan of Alan Moore or just want a cool Clayface story to read. But as always, thank you guys for coming through and checking us out and hanging out with us again for this Wednesday and every Wednesday, whether you're live or on the rewind. We really appreciate you guys taking the time and spending some of it with us every Wednesday. We hope you have fun, you get a laugh and get some, maybe a little bit of insight here, just a little,
just enough for us to keep
not
the
too
title.
much. Exactly. Exactly. But we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. We will see you next Wednesday. Until then, be safe out there. Stay warm.